Good morning and welcome. I have a Dollar Tree Easter DIY for you today. In today's crafting adventure, we're going to be using one of Dollar Tree's Easter egg wreath forms. Now I like these wreath forms. They're a good size, they're nice and sturdy, and they only cost $1.25. You're also going to need a package of pipe cleaners cut in half. And you're also going to need some of their decorative mesh. Now this is what I call their snow covered mesh. They did get a nice box in the floral garden for spring that had several really pretty colors in it. So you'll need 2 rolls of yellow, lavender, spring green, blue, and then I also have pink. Now the pink I have came out of the Valentine's Day section. It's just what I had at home. But you can use whatever color combination you can find in your store. You will need a total of 10 of these rolls. Now these rolls of mesh are 6 inches at 3 yards. Their regular deco mesh is 5 yards, so these are a little shorter in length. I have all my mesh cut into strips of 6 inches. Now I'm going to be using my Bodabra. I do have arthritis and it makes it difficult for me to hold things. So I like to use this tool when I'm making bundles. If you don't have a bow maker to use, you can always use one of the pink clips you can get at Dollar Tree. Now with this mesh, one of my favorite methods is the ruffle method, and it's the standard ruffle method. You just start at one end and scrunch right down the center, pinch, either put it in a clip or your bow maker. Now we're going to be putting the 3 pieces in each bundle, and you want 3 different colors. Now when I cut my mesh, I just lay everything out on top of each other and cut it all at the same time. So it makes it very easy, plus that way it stacks all the colors in a row. So I just take the top 3, and that way all of my bundles will be mixed because I have 5 colors and you take 3 at a time. So it'll slowly mix through all the colors. Then you just want to pull it out, wrap your pipe cleaner around the center. Get that nice and taut. I like to pull it down so I can get a good grip, pinch right at the base and give a twist. And then that is what your little bundle will look like. Now I absolutely love working with this mesh. It has the feel of tulle and it has snow on it. So the reason why it has snow on it is to give it that thicker texture, which I really do like. And this does not fray at all. Okay, so I'll show you again. You just start at one end, scrunch right down the center, and then either put it in a clip or your holder, your bow holder. And you want 3 pieces per bundle. Wrap your pipe cleaner around, get it nice and secure, and give a good twist. Now when you go to attach your bundles to your wreath form, you're going to be attaching them to the 2 bars in the center. Now this has 4 sections, and a section is between the 2 crossbars. Now because this is kind of an odd shape wreath, you'll put about 10 bundles in the top section here, but then the other 3 will take about 15 bundles. Now while you're attaching it, you simply take your pipe cleaners and you wrap it around those 2 bars in the center. Pull it to the back, give a good twist, pull your ends together and then push them forward. Once you get your wreath full, you will not see the pipe cleaners from the front, and that keeps your back looking nice and clean. So just keep adding your bundles until you get your wreath base nice and full. But I really like the look of this mesh and using it with the ruffle method because it gives it such a light, fluffy, airy look to it. I'm going to work on my base. I'll get a few sections done and then I'll come back and show you what it's looking like. I have completed a little bit more than half of the wreath and I'm really happy with my result. It looks so nice, thick and full, and look at all those beautiful spring colors. But that gives you such a beautiful thick and full base. And absolutely no fraying from this Dollar Tree mesh. I'm going to finish my base and then we'll come back and decorate. Now I did have 4 extra bundles when I was done putting everything together, and all I did was take those 4 and squeeze them in wherever I could. Now this is the sign that I've chosen to go on the wreath today, and I really do like it. I like this really pretty powdery blue. It stands out on the wreath. The background, as you can see, the yellow really shows up, and yellow and blue contrast each other really well, and that's why I've chosen this one. This truck also comes in pink, so if you've chosen a different color tone and pink would work better for you, you can always go that route. This is a new sign that I found this year at Dollar Tree. So to prepare your sign, you'll want to remove the jute cord here at the top that comes with the sign to hang it. And then you're going to need some floral wire, and I just put one through the hole and then wrap the other one around and twist it in the back. You need to leave those long enough that you can use it to attach it to your wreath. And then down here on each of the wheels on the back, I've glued on a full-length pipe cleaner. This will make my sign nice and sturdy so it doesn't move, slide, or flap if it tends to get windy. And then as I place my sign here on top of my wreath, here where my license plate is, I want that to be right here at the base of my wreath. Right at the base there where the opening is. That way this will be down a little bit. I want to put a little bow right at the very top, so I don't want my truck too high. But I think that looks like a good placement. Now to get this attached, all you do is separate your mesh and you take your pipe cleaners and your floral wire, you feed it through and you attach it to the wire frame in the back. Now you can attach it anywhere that you want to on that wire frame to get that sign to sit where you need it. I have my sign on and I'm really happy. It's nice and sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. And I think it really stands out with the yellow in the background. We're going to work on the bow now. I pulled out 2 ribbons that I picked up at Dollar Tree, and they are these 2. They're both 2.5 inches at 9 feet. I'm going to start here with the blue and white check. And I'm going to measure my tail at 8 inches, give a pinch, and twist as I come through. On your tails, the nice side of your ribbon should be facing up. When you come through to make your loops, the nice side of your ribbon should be facing down, so you need to twist as you come through. And I'm going to measure my loops at 4 inches. And I'm going to do 2 loops on either side. And now I'm going to go to this really pretty bunny ribbon. I think it's absolutely adorable. It has the back side of the bunny and pretty eggs with a little bit of glitter. Again, I'm going to measure my tail at 8 inches and pinch. I'm going to measure my loops at 4 inches and I'm going to do 2 loops on either side. You're also going to need a full-length pipe cleaner. You want to slide that down on one side till you get up next to the dowel rods. I'm going to pull it up, and then I always push my bow down so it's nice and stacked and tight in there, and then I pinch and lift out. This helps keep your bow nice and stacked. Then I take my pipe cleaners, I'm going to wrap that around to the back and give it a good twist. Just make sure you get it nice and tight. Now I usually trim my tails once I get it onto my wreath. I have a better judgment of how long I want to leave my tails. So just open up your loops and fluff out your bow, and then we'll get it attached to the wreath. That's approximately what your bow should look like. So I want to place my bow right at the top. And then I will be fanning out my tails and trimming them so that they're short enough so that you can still see the sign really well, but I want the bow at the very top. And to attach it, you just take your pipe cleaners like you did with the sign, you separate your mesh, and you attach it to the wreath form in the back. I have my bow on and I'm really happy with that. I did end up going in and trimming the tails quite a bit shorter. I want to make sure I see my sign. Now to finish decorating our wreath, we're going to add one more item. And I found this really pretty egg garland. You can pick it up at Dollar Tree in their Easter section. Now the eggs are really nice. They're done like the eggs that you can get in the 6-pack, but they're much smaller, which I like because they fit the size of the wreath better. So I'm going to take one of these and glue it right in the center of my bow there. And then I'm going to add the rest to the outside of the wreath, and I'm just simply going to be hot gluing them into place. They're nice and light, so I don't have to worry about them falling off. But I really like that. Okay, I'm going to go in and add in my last bit of embellishment, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product. And here you go, we are all done. I got all my eggs glued in and I just used the one garland. I'm really happy with how thick and full the wreath came out. And I do love that fluffy, light texture this mesh gives. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and show me some love in the comments. If you know anyone who would enjoy my content, please share it with them. Thanks so much for stopping by. You know it's always a pleasure to see you. If you enjoy craft tutorials and hauls, make sure to check out these other videos. You have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video.